The sun had just begun to rise when Mr. Takahashi knelt gently on the tatami floor of his small wooden home. At 87, his movements were unhurried but sure, like someone who's practiced the same rhythm for a lifetime. He poured hot water into a cup, laid out a piece of grilled mackerel, and placed a few slices of pickled ginger on a tiny plate. Then he paused and began to chew, slowly, deliberately, as if this simple act of chewing was something sacred. Across the ocean in California, his 65-year-old son was reaching for his pain medication just to make it through the morning. His muscles felt weaker each week. He couldn't understand why. Could something as simple as how we start our day make such a difference? Could chewing the right thing at the right time help preserve our strength? Today, I'll show you a gentle, overlooked habit from Japanese life that could help protect your muscles and energy. All it takes is 60 seconds. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? And what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. The silent loss of muscle and why you haven't noticed it. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no big warning, no dramatic sign, just a slow, quiet fading. One day, you realize it's harder to get out of your chair. You pause before climbing the stairs. You start using your arms to push yourself up from the couch. You may think, well, I'm just getting older. And you are. But what's really happening inside your body is something deeper and more dangerous. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it affects nearly every person after the age of 60. Yet hardly anyone talks about it. By the time most people notice, they've already lost up to 10% of their muscle mass every decade. Not just the muscles you see, but the ones that keep you standing tall, breathing deeply, walking steadily. It's not just about strength. It's about survival. You might feel it when you lose your balance more easily, feel unsteady carrying groceries, struggle to lift your leg into the car, wake up with aches that don't go away. But here's the tricky part. Sarcopenia isn't painful in the beginning. You just feel weaker, slower, tired more often. So most people shrug it off. In Japan, however, this slow decline is treated with deep respect and careful prevention. Elders are taught to see strength as something to maintain, not just accept losing. There's even a saying, a person's legs are the last to lie. Because when you lose your legs, you lose your freedom. Unlike Western culture, where muscle is often associated with youth, vanity, or gym workouts, Japanese culture sees muscle, especially in old age, as sacred. It's the reason many Japanese elders still cook, garden, squat, and move with grace into their 80s and 90s. They've preserved what we often neglect. So, why don't we notice it sooner? Because no one tells us to look for it. Because muscle loss doesn't show up on a bathroom scale. Because your doctor may be focused on blood pressure and cholesterol, not your gait or grip strength. But here's the hopeful part. Muscle loss is not permanent. And it is not inevitable. Simple changes in your daily routine can protect the muscle you have and even help you regain some of what you've lost. And one of the easiest ways to begin? Chewing. Yes, chewing. But not just anything. A specific spice, used every day by older Japanese adults, plays a powerful role in keeping muscles alive and energy steady. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, take a second and think. When was the last time you felt strong, truly strong, in your own body? What would it mean to feel that again? If you've been blaming age for your weakness, know this. Your body still wants to fight for you. It's not too late. Why muscle is life, not just strength. Most people think of muscle as something you build at the gym, something you show off when you're young. But for those of us over 60, muscle isn't about looking good. It's about staying alive. Muscles are your body's silent guardians. They do more than help you lift things or walk. They support your posture, protect your bones, assist your breathing, and even regulate your blood sugar. That's right, your muscles actually help control how your body uses insulin. Lose muscle, and your risk of diabetes, fatigue, and even falls skyrockets. One study from Harvard found that older adults with more muscle mass live longer, healthier lives. Not because they're bodybuilders, but because their bodies can bounce back from illness, injury, and stress more effectively. Let me tell you about Ruth. She's 73, lives in Ohio, and spent most of her retirement battling low energy. Her doctor kept increasing her blood pressure medication, and she couldn't understand why she felt so weak. Then, during a visit with a physical therapist, someone finally tested her grip strength. It was far below average. She wasn't just tired, she was losing muscle without knowing it. Ruth didn't start lifting heavy weights. She didn't go on a high-protein diet. She simply changed how she ate and added a gentle morning routine that involved stretching, slow walking, and, surprisingly, chewing. Chewing? Yes, because proper digestion, especially protein absorption, begins in the mouth. And for older adults, how you chew can be the difference between building muscle or losing it. Ruth began adding thin slices of ginger to her meals and chewing slowly, something we'll explore more deeply in the next part. In Japan, this connection between daily movement, mindful eating, and muscle preservation is deeply woven into life. Elders don't separate exercise from living. Squatting to reach a teacup, sitting on the floor, carrying a market basket, all these moments keep the body active. And the food? It's not just about nutrients, it's about how those nutrients are absorbed. Here's something to consider. You could eat all the right foods, protein shakes, lean meat, supplements, but if your digestion is weak, if you chew poorly or rush your meals, your body may not absorb what it needs to rebuild your muscle. Muscle is not just strength, it's life. It's mobility, independence, balance, and dignity. Losing it can feel like losing a piece of yourself, but building it back doesn't have to be hard. It can begin with the smallest of rituals, like the way you eat breakfast tomorrow morning, the Japanese secret spice that protects your muscles. In the corner of almost every traditional Japanese breakfast table, you'll find it. A few thin slices of pale yellow, slightly pink, gently pickled ginger. It's not flashy. It doesn't smell strong, but it holds a quiet power, especially for aging bodies. The Japanese call it shoga, and it's far more than a garnish. For centuries, ginger has been cherished in Japan, not just for its flavor, but for its ability to wake up the body, not with caffeine, not with sugar, but through its natural ability to boost digestion, reduce inflammation, and help the body use protein more efficiently. Yes, ginger helps your body absorb protein better, something that becomes more and more important after age 60. Here's how it works. As we age, our stomach acid production often declines. That means even if you eat enough protein, your body might struggle to break it down and use it to rebuild muscle. Ginger stimulates the production of digestive enzymes and bile, activating digestion right from the moment you start chewing. This is why the act of chewing ginger for 60 seconds each morning, slowly, mindfully, can make a surprising difference. You're not just eating. You're preparing your body to receive and use nourishment. You're telling your system, "Wake up, it's time to take care of me." Japanese elders often start their day with a warm cup of barley tea, a bowl of rice, a piece of grilled fish, miso soup, and yes, a few slices of pickled ginger. But it's how they eat that's just as important as what they eat. They chew slowly, with presence. No screens, no rush. Why 60 seconds? Because chewing ginger slowly for a full minute does three things. 1. Stimulates saliva, which contains enzymes like amylase that begin breaking down food right away. Signals the stomach to prepare acid and digestive juices, improving protein breakdown. Enhances circulation and reduces muscle-related inflammation, thanks to gingerol, ginger's active compound. A Japanese university study found that older adults who consumed fresh ginger daily had significantly better muscle retention and fewer symptoms of frailty than those who didn't. The results were especially strong when ginger was combined with gentle morning movement and adequate protein intake. So, how can you start? You don't need to cook a full Japanese meal. Just try this. In the morning, before your breakfast, take a thin slice of fresh ginger, peeled if you like. Sit down somewhere quiet. Chew it gently for a full minute. Close your eyes, breathe, and just notice the warmth spreading through your body. Then begin your meal. If raw ginger feels too spicy, try pickled ginger, like the kind served with sushi, or simmer a few slices in warm water to make a gentle tea. This is more than a health trick. It's a ritual of self-respect. A moment to remind your body that it still matters, that you still care. You don't need protein shakes. You don't need expensive supplements. Sometimes strength begins with a small piece of ginger and a few quiet moments in the morning. Japanese meals that unlock protein absorption. In Japan, food is not just fuel, it's medicine, it's culture. It's how generations have stayed strong, especially in old age, without gyms, supplements, or high-protein trends. At the heart of this lies a simple philosophy. Shokuiku. It means food education, and it's taught from childhood. Not just what to eat, but how and why. Elderly Japanese adults don't chase protein grams. Instead, they focus on balance, simplicity, and digestibility, choosing foods that nourish muscle gently without straining the body. Let's look at some of the meals and ingredients they rely on. Meals that work with your body, not against it. 1. Natto, the sticky superfood. At first glance, natto might not appeal to a Western palate. It's fermented soybeans, sticky with a strong aroma. But inside, this humble dish is a powerhouse of muscle-preserving benefits. Natto is rich in plant-based protein, packed with vitamin K2, which supports bone and muscle strength, full of probiotics, which improve gut health, essential for protein absorption. A small bowl of natto with rice in the morning is a staple for many Japanese elders. It's not just tradition, it's muscle maintenance. 2. Miso soup, comfort with a purpose. Almost every Japanese household starts the day with miso soup, light, warm, and full of umami. It's more than just comfort. It's a way to wake up digestion gently, provide amino acids from fermented soy, deliver minerals and hydration that support muscle recovery. Adding tofu, wakame, seaweed, and a soft poached egg can turn a simple bowl into a muscle-supporting meal. 3. Grilled fish. Gentle, powerful protein. Unlike the heavy meats often served in Western diets, Japanese meals often feature small portions of grilled fish, especially salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fish are easier to digest, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support muscle health, naturally lower in saturated fat. An elderly man in Okinawa once shared that his favorite meal was simply a small piece of fish, some pickled vegetables, and miso soup. He's 92 and still gardens every morning. 4. Chawanmushi, the hidden egg dish. Chawanmushi is a soft, steamed egg custard, served warm and smooth like pudding. But don't let its appearance fool you. This dish is high in complete protein, very easy to digest, especially for older adults with sensitive stomachs, often made with shiitake mushrooms or tiny pieces of chicken or shrimp for added nutrients. It's perfect for breakfast or a light dinner and can be made at home with just eggs, broth, and a steamer. 5. Seasonal vegetables. Light on the body, full of life. Every Japanese meal includes a variety of seasonal vegetables, lightly cooked or pickled. These vegetables provide fiber to support gut health, contain antioxidants that reduce muscle breakdown. Keep meals colorful, satisfying, and balanced. You'll rarely see heavy sauces, creams, or added sugar. Instead, meals are clean, calming, and focused on how the body feels afterward, not just taste. The hidden habit that's stealing your muscle. You could be eating the right foods. You might even be trying to stay active. But if you're rushing through meals, you may be silently undoing all that effort. What's the hidden habit? Poor chewing. It sounds too simple to matter, but how you chew can make or break your body's ability to absorb nutrients, especially protein. And when you're over 60, this matters more than ever. In many Western households, meals are eaten quickly. Between television, phones, and the habit of multitasking, eating becomes mechanical. Chew a few times, swallow, move on. But that's not how your body was designed to work. Proper digestion begins in the mouth. When you chew thoroughly, you break food down into smaller, more absorbable pieces. Activate salivary enzymes that start the digestion of carbohydrates and even some proteins. Signal your stomach to produce acid, preparing for what's coming. Without this step, even the best food can pass through your system undigested, wasted, and unhelpful for muscle repair. In Japan, chewing is almost an art. Elders are taught to chew each bite 20 to 30 times, sometimes more. It's not a race, it's a ritual. Imagine this. A Japanese grandmother sits quietly with her meal. No TV, no distractions. She lifts her chopsticks, takes a bite of steamed rice and pickled radish, and chews slowly. She pauses, then takes the next bite. This is not just politeness, it's protection. Slower chewing has been shown to improve nutrient absorption, support healthy weight, reduce post-meal fatigue, and yes, enhance protein uptake, critical for muscle maintenance. When you chew well, your body doesn't just digest better, it recovers better, it builds better, it holds on to strength longer. So how can you break the habit of rushed eating? Try these gentle adjustments. Put your utensils down between bites. Take a moment to breathe before chewing. Focus on the texture of the food, not just the flavor. Count your chews, at least for a few meals. To build awareness, you might find, as many Japanese elders do, that you actually feel more full with less food and more energized afterward. There's an old saying in Japan, one who eats fast ages fast. Because rushing through meals isn't just rude, it's hard on the body. You've worked too hard to let your strength fade because of something so simple. Start honoring your food again. Start honoring your body, starting with your next bite. A 10-minute Japanese morning ritual to preserve muscle. You don't need a gym membership to protect your muscles. You don't need to lift heavy weights or follow a strict fitness plan. Sometimes all it takes is 10 quiet minutes in the morning, done with intention. In Japan, elders approach movement the same way they approach meals, gently, consistently, and mindfully. There's no pressure to work out. Instead, they focus on honoring the body, keeping it moving, flowing, and alive. Let me show you a simple routine inspired by Japanese morning life. It's quiet, it's easy, and it may help protect your muscle strength far more than you think. Step 1. Wake the body with warm water. Before anything else, Japanese elders often begin their day with a small cup of warm water. Not cold, not coffee, just warm. Why? Warm water gently wakes up the digestive system, flushes out toxins, prepares the stomach for nutrient absorption. It's the first act of kindness to your muscles, because before they can rebuild, they need nourishment. Step 2. Chew a slice of ginger. As we've explored earlier, chewing ginger activates digestion and signals your body to start absorbing nutrients effectively. Even better, ginger has natural anti-inflammatory properties, helping reduce the silent swelling that often leads to muscle soreness and fatigue. Make this your daily anchor. 1 thin slice, 1 quiet minute, 1 focused breath. Step 3. Gentle movement, Japanese-style stretching. In Japan, elders don't rush into movement. They flow into it. Try these 3 light movements, which take just 5 minutes in total. 1. Reach to the sky stand, or sit with your feet flat. Slowly raise your arms overhead, palms open. Take a deep breath in through the nose, then exhale as you lower. Repeat 5 times. Why? Elongates the spine, opens the chest, improves circulation. Caesar posture. Practice. Sit on your heels. Use a cushion if needed. Keep your back straight and hands on your thighs. Hold for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Why? Improves knee flexibility and core engagement. Hara breathing, abdominal breathing. Sit or stand comfortably. Inhale slowly, feeling your belly expand. Exhale even more slowly, letting your belly soften. Do this for 2 minutes. Why? Stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, relaxes the body, and improves oxygen flow to muscles. These movements aren't just physical. They are spiritual hygiene, cleansing the stress of the night and setting the tone for the day. The best gentle proteins for people over 65. 550 words. As we age, our bodies need more protein. But not just more. We need better protein. Protein that's easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, and actually gets absorbed. Unfortunately, many older adults load up on heavy meats, protein bars, or powdered shakes, only to feel bloated, tired, or worse, see no results at all. Why? Because aging bodies often struggle to digest and absorb dense proteins the way they once did. But in Japan, elders have long known how to choose proteins that work with their bodies, not against them. Here are a few of their go-to sources that support muscle without straining digestion. 1. Boiled eggs. Soft, complete, and reliable. A single boiled egg contains all 9 essential amino acids. It's easy to chew, easy to digest, and won't spike blood sugar. Japanese elders often eat soft-boiled eggs, served warm in the morning or added to soups. Try pairing one with miso soup or rice for a complete, comforting breakfast. 2. Steamed white fish. Light yet powerful fish, like cod, flounder or sea bass, are low in fat, high in protein. Cooked gently to preserve nutrients. In Japanese homes, fish is often steamed or lightly grilled, not fried or heavily seasoned. This keeps the protein easy to absorb and the meal easy on the body. 3. Tofu. The muscle maker in a bowl. Tofu is a staple in Japanese kitchens. It's soft, mild, and rich in plant-based protein. More importantly, it's easy to digest and absorb. Elders often enjoy tofu in miso soup, lightly simmered with vegetables, chilled with grated ginger and soy sauce. It's one of the kindest proteins for aging bodies. A simple meal plan for a stronger day. You don't need to count every gram of protein. Just spread your intake gently throughout the day. Morning, soft-boiled egg plus miso soup with tofu. Midday, steamed fish plus rice plus thus seasonal vegetables. Evening, light soup plus tofu plus pickled ginger. The key isn't just what you eat, it's how and when. By eating protein earlier in the day, you give your body more time to process and use it. That's why many Japanese elders eat their biggest meals at lunch, not dinner. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. Sometimes all it takes is one bite of ginger, one slow breath, one quiet moment in the morning when you remind your body, I'm still here. I still care. In this video, we explored a hidden truth. Muscle isn't lost in a day, and it doesn't have to be lost forever. We saw how Japanese elders preserve their strength not through effort, but through ritual. Mindful chewing, gentle movement, warm meals, and small choices made with intention. You have that power too. Your body still wants to fight for you. Your muscles still want to support you. You are not too old. You are not too late. Start small. Chew slowly. Breathe deeply. Choose foods that speak kindly to your body. These are not just habits, they are lifelines. Before you go, I'd love to hear, what small habit helps you feel strong in the morning? Please share in the comments. I read every one of them. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. There's more coming your way, always gentle, always hopeful.